Alright, so we're going to prime everything, and I have a couple options for you. You can actually buy the plastic primer in either white or black if you're in the city. For me, I can only get white. Then you could also try using the Fusion for plastic made by Krylon, and it states that you do not need to sand or prime to use this paint. I am priming just out of habit. And then the other that you might be able to find and use is Rust-Oleum's Ultra Cover 2x primer, and it says that it will cover wood, metal, and more. Whether you trust the and more is up to you. For me, I'm using the plastic primer because, by Jove, this is plastic. What I like to do, as you can see, I'm wearing blue gloves. These are the nitro gloves. I prefer the nitro gloves over the latex because it withstands chemicals better. So if you're staining or using oil-based paints and you don't want to get it on your hands, I would wear this type of glove before I would use the other because they don't start to deteriorate when the paint gets on them. And they tend to fit smaller hands. I've already pre-shook the can, and then you'll also note that I have the pieces on thin pieces of glue on. I like to do this because if I need to move my piece around to get a different angle, I don't have to try to walk around a table, I just move the piece myself, which makes spray painting a lot easier. So I use nice short bursts, and I like to hold the paint a good distance away, and I'm not gooping it on. It's better to paint in thin layers and letting it dry and then adding more. So walking around, and you'll have to adjust and change your angle so you can get in and around pieces. This little guy moves, so I'm going to bump him in just a little bit and spray. But nice short burst. I'm going to let this dry and then do a second coat. So now I can move this around because I'm right-handed and I need to have it on my right. So again, short bursts. And as you notice, I'm kind of doing a side-to-side motion. I'm not just haphazardly spraying because I tend to get an even, more consistent coat when I do this. Alright, so as you can see, it's not completely covered yet. I don't want to goop it. I'm just going to let this really thin layer dry, and then I'll apply a second coat.